The Schaumburg Township District Library offers summer activities both inside and out for patrons of all ages. Here now to talk about some of these programs are Allison Buys, Youth Services Program Coordinator, Amy Alessio, Teen Coordinator, and Judy Napier, Director of Popular Services. Thanks for being here.
Thank you.
Tell us about the children activities that take place at the library that most people don't know about.
Well, summer is probably our busiest season, so there's a lot we have going on most days. We have story times, craft programs inside the library, and in addition, we have our town square programs going on in the evening outside. A lot of them are for families, so a lot of times people just think of a library as a place for books, but there's a lot more than that going on.
How many concerts do you have?
Well, total, I would say with our adult ones, we're in the 20 range, probably low 20s, so somewhere like that.
They are so popular that we get people coming here wanting to know why we can't have big band concerts in the theater, but that's a great location.
It sure is. The outdoor setting's great. A lot of times people maybe bring food, bring a picnic. They also usually get Oberweis, which is right nearby, so it's a great setting, especially on a nice summer evening.
Well, I can imagine. You have teen activities too.
We do. Summer is also our busy season. We're so excited to see the kids when they're not in school or not in summer school. We've got the teen summer reading where they get prizes even for turning in as few as one book review forms. But then we have Battle of the Bands outside, which is probably one of our favorite events of the year. We're actually still selecting the bands, but last year I think we had 400 or 500 people come and vote on some of the local teen bands, and they're always so talented. It's amazing. How long does that concert go on? I mean, that one is only I think it's 3 hours we allow for, setup time in between. Some of the kids have very elaborate equipment and stuff, so it's exciting. How about the concert season? How long does that last? Your first concert, you've already had a concert there, yeah? We did. Allison, when do you start with your program?
Well, they officially begin June 7th, and then they end at the end of August, so August 9th. So a big chunk of time, about 2 full months of programming. Now, you're Director of Popular Services. Not unpopular services.
No, everything we do is fun. We have.
Tell us about it.
Well, we have the summer outdoor concert series. We do music all year long, once a month in the library, but in the summer, every Monday night, from June 7th to August 9th, we will have outdoor concerts. And we're starting out with Sones de Mexico for the first one, and we end up August 9th with the Steve Cooper Orchestra. And we have a special treat this year. We're having the Carl Linden Orchestra, and that's being actually subsidized by the New York Musicians Union.
Oh my.
And it's a 40-piece orchestra. So we're really going to, we thought first we'd have to put them on a barge in your pond there, but we think we can fit them all on the stage. And so we get a really good turnout for these concerts. People bring their own lawn chairs. And
that's a great partnership too. I know the village is very thankful for the programming that the library does on that public space out there. That was part of the reason for the public space was to utilize it, and certainly you guys are utilizing it for the benefit of the community.
We are very fortunate to have that lovely facility. I know when people visit our library, we always show that off as part of our outdoor performing area, and they just think it's really great. The landscaping is always beautiful.
It is. And with the fountains, too.
Yes.
Yeah, they're so nice.
Pretty.
Now you have performances inside as well, don't you?
Exactly.
Yes.
So when the weather turns and you have inside performance, tell us about that a little bit. What are
For children, we have a lot of things like puppet shows. Actually, tomorrow we're having ventriloquist shows. So when there's no school, whatever kind of fun things, I try to find some interesting entertainers to draw people into the library. So we've had jugglers, had yo-yo guys, so pretty much a variety.
Jugglers in the library.
Exactly.
See, my memories of the library are...
Exactly. Not anymore. So, yeah, and one of the outdoor programs, I didn't mention this earlier, but specifically we have the Rope Warrior, and he's a man who does jump roping tricks. He gets the kids up on stage, but he also shows some of his tricks, and we're having a magic program outdoors this summer, too, and everyone loves magic of all ages, so magic programs really, they dazzle everyone. So.
Now, have you lost any days because of the weather at all last year or the year before?
Last year I actually had an X Games biker. He had to move inside and he did his bike tricks inside the library. So occasionally that does happen.
Well, where do you find a room for that in my house?
Well, he had to get his setup a little bit smaller, but we did. The Rasmussen room is actually quite large, so we do our best. But,
what kind of turnout do you get for inside events like that?
For children's, we could have 200 for a show, for an indoor event.
You see people coming back, you know, I mean, they come, they discover that you have these wonderful events, and then they come back and I didn't know that was there.
We have a following.
Yes, okay.
Our regular patrons.
Okay, all right.
Definitely on those summer nights, the Monday nights. We don't have a lot of competition on Monday nights, so that's a very popular night. We'll get maybe 800 people.
I imagine, I know you mentioned Oberweis, but I imagine the other shops around there are kind of appreciative of the kind of crowds you guys bring out. You get any complaints from anybody? I mean, from, you know.
Believe it or not, yeah. Well, we do, you know, just noise complaints. We were actually just chatting, you know, ahead of time. Generally, people like the programs, but, you know, occasionally someone will complain.
Yeah, well, welcome to my world.
Yes. Well, Bonefish has that outdoor patio, so their customers get to hear a free concert while they're having dinner.
Well, that's
so
great.
It works out very nice.
And then Oberweis, of course, with the kids. I mean, that, you know,
Yes.
I know we have this fountain, interactive fountain out there that we put in place. And,
Exactly.
They love that.
Yeah, they love the fountain, and they can go, and then they bribe them out of the fountain by buying them ice cream.
Sometimes they give out balloons, I know, at Oberweis, but as well. So,
really?
yeah. But you're right, there's a lot of businesses, too. Even, I'm sure, sitting on the patio at Applebee's, you can hear the concert. So pretty much the whole area is...
The water makes the sound really carry, so any place in the town square, we can actually even hear it inside the library when you get a 40-piece orchestra.
Well, then you've got that enclosed area. Was it a gazebo of some sort that they have?
Across the way.
Across the way, that kind of would resound that sound. So that's great that you've got that strong support from the library board too for those kind of programs.
It sure is.
Yes, they're delighted at the attendance, and we get a lot of positive comments from people about the outdoor concert. So I think it's a great partnership with the village.
What's the you said you're going to have this big 40-piece orchestra,
right?
How many people do you think will turn out for that? And when is that?
We have had upwards of 1,000. Actually, the City Lights is going to be June 28th, and that one we'll probably get 1,000 people. Some of these orchestras have played in the area before. The first one we're having, the Sones de Mexico, just performed at Carnegie Hall. And so some of these people...
When are they scheduled?
June 7th, our opening night.
Okay.
And they have their own following. And from their website, a lot of people come just because of that. So, plus our own patrons.
You find people dancing too?
Yes,
sometimes.
we do have people dancing. Yeah, they get in the spirit of things, especially with the big band music. We've had the Friendship Village brings a group of people over, and we've had some of them get up and dance.
All right, all right.
So, happy time.
What are some more of the events coming up in June?
We have a few more outdoor things. I've got our road rally. It'll be the 12th year we've had the teen road rally. It's on foot. It's a scavenger hunt out in Town Square. And I do let all the businesses
Have you nervous
know.
a little bit?
Dude, I always get people calling and asking me about that one. It always fills up this event. So teens register in teens, and they do an outdoor scavenger hunt. We use water guns to punish cheaters and things. It's all in fun. And then they get ice cream afterwards. And we're doing tie-dye outside, hopefully, if it doesn't rain. We do a lot of our crafts outside because they're, messy. And then we're having our teen volunteer group have some picnics outdoors there this summer. So that's our group that meets monthly. They're doing 1,000 hours of volunteering this year. So our new members are always welcome. They're at summer meetings.
Now, if somebody wanted a program information about this, it's www what?
STDL.org, standing for Schaumburg Township District Library.
Allison, Amy, Judy, thank you. Appreciate it.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks for being here.
Thank you.
The Capital YMCA has served area residents for over 40 years. We'll talk about some of its many services and amenities next here on Speaking of Schaumburg. Stay tuned.